Wonder Woman vs. Ms. Marvel. Who will win? Stay tuned to find out. Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Rob Mackenzie Lafergie. I'm here with a new entry to our Versus series where we pit heroes and villains against each other and decide who we think will win. This week's battle is between Wonder Woman and Ms. Marvel. Make sure to make your choice of winner known by using hashtag Wonder Woman or hashtag Ms. Marvel, all one word, who cares if it's clunky, in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, if you want to do us a solid, throw us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. After this, check out our Joker vs. Green Goblin video. Turns out my Joker voice sounds awfully similar to my Green Goblin one. But for now, buckle up, it's time for Wonder Woman vs. Ms. Marvel. Just some quick ground rules to get out of the way. This will be a random meeting with the two seeing each other and fighting for whatever reason, and morals are off. Killing is okay. Also, we'll be using New 52 Wonder Woman because she's fun, and we'll use Carol Danvers rather than Kamala Khan because Kamala would get destroyed. Wonder Woman has her bracers on, and she has her magical sword and lasso of truth. Let's do this. As always, let's start with a brief overview of the origins of these two combatants. Wonder Woman's history is pretty confusing, what with Rebirth turning things on their head. However, some things have stayed pretty consistent over the years. She was a princess of the Amazons on the island of Themyscira. She was a great warrior and later went off to man's world, aka the world outside of Paradise Island. Now for years, Diana Prince had been made of clay and brought to life as the daughter of the Queen of the Amazons. And then when an American soldier, Steve Trevor, crashes on her island, she enters a tournament to win the right to go to man's world. She wins, she leaves, she becomes Wonder Woman, easy peasy. But then in the New 52, it was retconned so that she was a demigod, the daughter of gods Hippolyta and Zeus. This gave her a somewhat different power set and some new equipment, but then in Rebirth it was revealed that she didn't actually have powers until she was sent to jail in the man's world and visited by the gods who gave her powers. It's all a bit of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff that hasn't been concluded as of now, so let's not stress out about it too much. And now Carol Danvers, who thankfully has a much more straightforward origin story. Carol was born in Boston and spent much of her young life trying to prove that she was just as capable as her two brothers. Dreaming of becoming an astronaut, she went on to join the Air Force and later NASA after surviving a harrowing experience where she was tortured for several days. As NASA security captain, she became highly involved in the dealings with the Kree, where she met the Kree soldier Mar-Vell, otherwise known as Captain Marvel. After being knocked into a Kree psych magnetron, her genetic structure was changed to the point where she was essentially half Kree with special abilities. For a while, she would change into her super persona and just black out, forgetting what happened, but she eventually was aided in bringing her personas together. She took the name Ms. Marvel after her friend Mar-Vell and became a superhero. As many of you know, she now goes by the name Captain Marvel, but that's a story for another time. Cool, now we know how they started, so let's talk about what they can do. These are some dangerous ladies. Starting with Wonder Woman, while she might not be quite as ridiculously strong as she was in the Golden Age, she's still on par with many of the best heroes out there. She has super strength from Demeter, intelligence from Athena, enhanced senses from Artemis, the fires of truth from Hestia, super speed and flight from Hermes, and beauty from Aphrodite. Yeah, that last one won't be super relevant to this fight. Her speed will be though. She can keep up with the Flash at cruising speed, something that very few people can do. And if you've seen our video on Wonder Woman vs. Thor, you'll know that speed can be a pretty significant factor. She's also showed different degrees of mind control in recent years, although that likely wouldn't come into play in this fight. But aside from her godly gifts, she also has some really useful weapons. She has her magic sword, which is so sharp it can slice at a molecular level, and of course the lasso of truth, which can compel others to tell the truth. Finally, her indestructible bracers are very useful when deflecting projectiles, but if she removes them, she goes berserk and becomes 10 times more powerful. However, in this fight she'll be keeping them on just to make things a bit more even. But let's not sell Ms. Marvel too short. She has the usuals like super strength, speed, stamina, flight, durability, and agility, although these seem to be slightly less powerful than Wonder Woman's abilities. Her Kree physiology makes her immune to some toxins and poisons, and she can fire powerful photonic blasts from her hands. What's more, she can further empower these abilities by absorbing energy. So if there's a source of a lot of energy nearby, she's damn near impossible to stop. Carol also has a sort of hyper-awareness that allows her to predict her opponent's moves before they make them. This will be particularly useful against Wonder Woman, whose speed would otherwise be an enormous advantage like it was against Thor. Unfortunately, Wonder Woman is rather resilient when it comes to concussive blasts, so it could be that Carol's photonic abilities won't be as effective as she'd hope. Alright, now we know our competitors, so I think it's time for the battle. Don't worry, I won't do voices, that would sound really creepy. The two meet eyes in a field. Not sure why they're in a field in the same universe, but they were. Deal with it. The moment they see each other, Wonder Woman takes takes out her sword, ready to make quick work of her adversary. But before she attacks, Ms. Marvel fires a photon blast at her. Taken off guard, Wonder Woman is hit with the attack, but manages to shake it off and avoid the following blast. Seeing the strength of her adversary, Carol takes to the skies. Wonder Woman flies after her, surprising her opponent with her speed. Carol turns to fight Diana one-on-one when she realizes she can't find any large energy sources to use. They spar for a short time, with Ms. Marvel deftly avoiding the razor-sharp edge of the magical sword thanks to her precognition, but soon Wonder Woman's superior Amazonian training and super speed take over the fight, allowing her to slip the sword past Ms. Marvel's defenses. Off comes her head. And so this week's winner is Wonder Woman. This one wasn't too hard. While it's tough to compare heroes from two different franchises, it seems that Wonder Woman is just plain better at most things. It's hard to say exactly how Ms. Marvel's precognition would fare against Wonder Woman's reflexes, but I think they would more or less work out in the wash. What really decided this fight for me was how well each fighter could withstand the other's attacks. Wonder Woman has survived blasts like the ones Ms. Marvel would throw at her before, while Ms. Marvel would be hard-pressed to deal with a sword so sharp it could break through Captain Atom's suit. And it's hard to keep Wonder Woman at bay forever when she can move as quickly as the Flash. Now obviously if this fight took place inside a nuclear reactor, we might see a different outcome, with Carol absorbing all the energy and whooping Diana's butt. But I think it's fairly safe to say that in most settings, Diana would have this one. What do you guys think? Am I right in giving Wonder Woman the W, or am I underestimating Ms. Marvel's power? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section and cheer for your choice using hashtag Wonder Woman or hashtag Ms. Marvel. If you like this video, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. And if you're itching for more Versus vids, check out our Versus playlist on the channel. Plus, hit us up with any other suggestions you might have. You just might see your suggestion come to life in a future video. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.